We're here for the Gudmundsen Sandhills Laboratory Open House, bringing you the latest information that they're sharing with area producers. Also on this week's show, we'll be checking in with Steve White as he shows us how Nebraska Extension is meeting producers where they're at and putting research-based information to work. All that is ahead on this week's show, but let's begin out here with an overview of this Gudmundsen Sandhills Laboratory. Mitch Stevenson, he's based in Scottsbluff, but he does a lot of work when it comes to research out here at the working laboratory.
Yeah, there's a long history of research at the Gudmundsen Sandhills Lab. If we look back in time, there's a lot of really great scientists, Dr. Clanton, Dr. Adams, a number of others that have looked at things like ruminant nutrition, different types of feeding strategies. My predecessor, Dr. Pat Reese, did a lot of work here looking at sandhills plant communities, how they respond to timing of grazing, how they respond to drought. And so it's a working lands laboratory. And so it's almost 13,000 acres that has about a little over 1,000 acres of sub-irrigated meadows. A lot of research in the past has been looked at how to manage hay production on those meadows, how to manage grazing, and then also about 11,500 acres of upland sandhills range that's managed very much like a working ranch in the area.
Let's talk about the research you've done here in 2026 out here at Gudmundsen.
Yeah, so this year has been extreme, right? And with the drought that's happened here, we have a data set that goes back to 2004 that's measured plant biomass, and we use that as a way to correlate weather, precipitation, heat, evapotranspiration, all those kind of things with what growth response of the plant communities that are out here. And so 2026 was our lowest on record, and we had about 1,000 pounds per acre. We're in an average year, we're usually producing close to 1,900 pounds per acre. And so these longer term data sets really help us better understand that community dynamics of the plants out here. So we have cool season grasses, we have warm season grasses, forbs, shrubs, sedges that are all really important to our plant community out here, and really important as forages as well. And so the timing of precipitation, the amount, the frequency, all those things tie into how that plant community functions year in and year out, and oftentimes over multiple years if we hit longer periods of drought or longer periods of wet years. And so really an important area to collect this data. The data, as I mentioned, goes back about 22 years. There's only a handful of these in the Great Plains, and so it becomes a really important data set as we look broader at the response of plant communities across the Great Plains to our weather patterns.
Mitch, why is it important to open the doors here as part of this annual event to show the local community what you guys are doing?
This is just a highlight of the year for us as I think researchers here and the faculty and the people that do this. It's a way that we can highlight what we've learned over the year and really get a lot of feedback from our stakeholders, right? And we hope that they come and are able to take some of the research that we do here back to their place as well. I think Gudmundsen has had a long history of these field days and open houses, and where the mission is to learn from them what their challenges are, and then do the research and provide solutions or answers back to them. And so really it's this co-learning that I think Gudmundsen has done a nice job with over the years. And we've learned from our predecessors as researchers on how they've done it. And so that's, I think, the beauty of having these working ranches right where the research is the most meaningful in that